Welcome back to AVPlays. Welcome back to Big Ambitions. We are picking up on day 36. It is about 8 a.m. and yesterday we made $191,000. Today we have about $205,000 in the bank. And what we're going to do with that is expand our little coffee shop empire. So we have a restaurant in every district so far, or neighborhood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And now we're going to go ahead and open up a coffee shop in every neighborhood. And that just kind of diversifies the business. I know most areas won't need a coffee shop. So let's look at Market Insider. So we have one in Garment District. Let's look at Lower Manhattan, actually. And while Gift Expensive has 100, where's coffee on here? So Cupcake, 58, 58, 58. So no one is demanding this. But what we're going to do is buy out a competitor's business in Lower Manhattan. And that takes one extra business out of the market as competitive to us and allows us to open up a business in that area. So let's go ahead and look at Google Maps. We're going to take over the next brewed bean down in Industry City. Let's go ahead and offer 60,000, see if that gets it to us. And it does. Perfect. Let's call McCain's Marketing. And remember, this gives us all of their employees. So we'll have to do some employee maintenance. And it also gives us all their inventory. So we'll have to look at what they have in inventory. But this gives us the ability to kind of grow a little bit today. Awesome. Let's look at what we can do here. Beans, marketing. We obviously don't need all of these, but let's see. 500 gets us to 80. That gets us. Small billboard, 500. Small billboard, it is. All right. Perfect. So small billboard gets us to 100% marketing there. That's great. Let's look at pricing. And let's head over to the store itself. We'll make a pit stop at our warehouse, and we're not going to take the car. I know we just bought it, and that's super excited. But we're going to be going over to Industry City, and just the drive there is brutal. So we'll be taking a taxi from here to there anyway. But we're going to stop at our warehouse, grab 2 of everything for that store, and then head over, stock it, look at what it looks like. We probably will do some adjustments to the interior just to make it look better. And then we might repeat this process for a different area. Or we'll look at what other stores we can open in Industry City. So let's go ahead and head here. Oh, sorry. Head here. All right. Now let's go ahead and see. We'll grab 2 paper bags. Nothing here. Let's go here. All right. 2 cups of coffee, 2 croissants. We'll probably have to come back. Let's grab 2 donuts. Let's not grab those 2 donuts and grab the 2 cupcakes instead. And let's drop these off at the store. Come back. Ugh, darn it. All right. We're jumping the bridge and heading over to our brand new coffee shop. Sorry, let's toggle off retail for now as well. Just drives me nuts when everything's toggled and it doesn't need to be. And I had a feeling it would look exactly the same as the other ones. Nothing wrong with that. So let me do this. Head back in. I'm gonna lower that music a lot more. Although I do love the music in this game. But let's do some interior adjustments just to fit in with the rest of our businesses. So no interior walls here. It is so interesting that they have a TV in such a small store. All right, that's great. Let's go ahead and do the floor. Wonderful. I'm going to sell this. And let's set up one. Let's change this to brewed beans IC so we know it's Industry City version. And restaurants. Great. Everything looks great. I'm happy with that. We'll go ahead and let's get to our headhunter and start recruiting to replace the employees in here. And while we're at it, let's look at actually Market Insider. And what else would Industry City benefit from? Jewelry, clothing, high-priced items. Gift expensive would be useful. So maybe a gift store here. Could we open up another garment gifts, but industry gifts? And can we get a building that's worth it? Yes. Gift shop and compete industry gifts. The thing with this one is it won't be open until tomorrow. We'll live with that. And I'm actually going to call city. We're going to do the same thing because I believe a small billboard will get us to 100 here as well. And it does. So perfect. And let's call Christian Bahud. And I hope that I have a gift store template. Oh, we have a 30. Hold on. Is Garment Gifts a 30 store? And I just didn't know. No, it's a 15. And it's an A2. All right. So then let's go into Garment Gifts. We'll save the template and have them build it out there. And yes, this is just so plain, but it doesn't hurt us. All right, industry gifts. Are you an A2? I should have walked. Yes. Perfect. Let's go ahead and save that blueprint. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and call them. Get 1582. And that's near 64,000. Of course, we'll be able to afford that. That's great. Now, let's look at Google Maps again. And I know Lower Manhattan can use a gift store. Is it worth it to do it in such a low traffic store? You know what? Why not try it? And it's an A1. Ah, this is owned by Ingrid, so she won't let us rent it out. So that is the first time we've run into a rival doing anything really against us. So Ingrid is mad at us because we have so many businesses in Garment District. We're going to put her out of business. Not quite yet. We will eventually. But she won't let us rent a business from her. So there's a couple workarounds on that. We could buy it from her, but that would just be ridiculous pricing. Let's see how much this building would cost, right? So opening business, $4 million. We don't have $4 million. We're not going to get there anytime soon. That is a lot of money. So rather than that, we can look at other businesses and see what we can do. So we have brewed beans. We can overtake one. But I think for now, we'll just have to look.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You're trying to rent one of my buildings to expand your laughable little enterprise. Forget about it. Sei nicht albern, Mädchen.
All right. So she's laughing at us, but that's fine. Let's go to Market Insider. And you know what else is actually needed in Lower Manhattan? How ironic. So a lawyer and a programmer is useful. Let's look at what office businesses are open here. We can reopen our law firm here. You know what? That is hilarious, but we'll go ahead and do that. That's going to be Play Law LM, and hopefully it does better than our most recent iteration of that. So let's call McCain's. All right, and medium. Mark. Go to city ads. And I know there's a better way of doing this. You don't have to check for each of these every time, blah-de-da. It just, honestly, it makes it easier in my head to have them all in front of me and to cancel the ones you don't need. It just, rather than figuring out the best organization in time. Yes. All right. So let's get marketing. So we know 6,000 is needed. What about that? Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right. And we're not going to be able to have this built out by a furniture. I don't think I even have. Yeah. So let's go ahead and head over to Mr. Scott's and begin setting up our law firm once again. We're also going to open up a development firm as well, but that might not happen until tomorrow in game. So, Mr. Scott, we're here to bother you once again. Darn. Ooh, I do love when that building's open. I usually have my headquarters there. Crud. Let's actually, sorry guys, we are going to grab the taxi back to our house and grab our car and find a flatbed that we can put in our truck so that we're able to just use the flatbed and move through a lot more at a time. If we can find one at any point. And we might end up just walking the whole way. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's hop in our fancy car. And we'll probably... Oh, yeah, we'll head over to Square Appliances to grab a flatbed. All right, perfect. Oh, Jesus. And yes, I just ran directly into traffic without a care in my mind. All right, perfect. Let's add that to the car storage. Hop in and head over to the appliance store, which is where? Forever losing it. There we go. Actually, not that far. All right. Perfect. So let's go ahead and grab that out of the trunk and let's think through exactly what we'll need. So 4 desks right off the bat, 4 chairs. And we have some employees to hire. And we're going to send those to Brood Beans Industry City. And let's look at our schedule. And you look at Brood Beans' regular schedule, which is 5 to 8. So we'll do the same thing. Yeah. Full-time scheduled hours. Perfect. Oh, those were cleaning. And we didn't hire any cleaning yet, so that's fine. Awesome. And what do we have for our part-timers? Perfect. All right. The rest of them will go. Okay. So the rest of you guys will be going to our other restaurant. Where did we open up? Our industry gifts. And you are gone. You're gone as well. You'll actually stick around, and I'm going to move you back to with beans. And whoops, I think I put them on burgers and fries. We are setting you to brewed beans, I see. Where is that? There we go. We'll put you on the schedule for the weekend. Part-time cleaner. Because you're actually useful. No weekends. Never mind, you're not useful. Alright, you are, sorry, gone. And, well, we'll leave these guys. Perfect. So now, let's let the headhunters go ahead and look for cleaners. Perfect. And let's get ourselves some computers. And ask for more desks. So that's 16. All right, that's fine for now. Head over to the law firm. Perfect. All right, and let's empty our stuff. So grab that flatbed. Let's go ahead and grab all the desks. Welcome back and to this law firm that probably did not miss us at all. That I suppose only needed a couple days to become profitable again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It could be crazy to be opening this back up. I don't actually know. I do know that Lower Manhattan had a demand for it, so can't be harmful. Okay. All right. So let's actually call them and look at the rest of these. So, play law. Thursday. We already have 4 computers. Let's go with what will 21 set us back? 19,000. It's not bad. We have 8 desks, which means we need 13 more. Really not bad. Let's go ahead. We have 4 chairs, so we'll need 21. Okay. I guess, no, we don't need that. Let's get that. 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 Great. And that's going to be 62,000. That's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So let's fast forward ahead to when that order gets in. And can't do that. All right. So let's go into our car.
So you got
And we're going to sleep until 11 when our cleaning employees get here. So let's look at that. We only have 3. And did I mess up and check off part-time when I was supposed to check off full-time? Probably. You guys see me just live wild and useless. All right. Let's go ahead and hire these guys for brood B and throw them on the schedule.
I've been concentrating on myself.
Great.
I don't mean Peter.
This obviously not a part-timer. Let's switch that last one over to industry gifts, which is really not going to need this many employees, but we'll survive. Our headhunter here will look at lawyers. So let's actually do that.
Just what I want.
That's fine. And all right, let's sleep another hour. Okay, we should have some part-time cleaners and some lawyers. So let's go ahead and I wonder if I can get away with this.
I'm going to sound
Way.
Squeeze out. Get indoors.
You can go play law.
Underway.
All right, now back again. Let's look at that weekend. No night shifts. That's fine. Gold health insurance. Fine. You're all set. That last employee will once again head over to industry gifts. And let's get our lawyers on the schedule. We'll leave these as the hours. And if he wants his computer monitor. So while we're here, we'll get him a computer monitor. Let's set the pricing.
Yeah.
And look, open our this bad boy up. And while we're at it, because I saw it, I believe it's 4 of everything. Okay. So that'll come in tomorrow. Let's get that bathroom sign. We'll be our bus cleaning station. Let's go here. And this music is completely distracting me. Okay, so that, or a random water fountain. Perfect. That'll come in tomorrow morning. Let's head over and grab that monitor while we can. And first thing tomorrow is getting, we'll have to purchase another truck and set that up for deliveries. All right, that's the monitor. Great. Donkey. Oh, sorry. And I am going to take the hand truck out as well. I don't want to clog our thing. I'm going to assume it was the third person. We'll find out. And why is no one in here? Is it because it can't be opened until the bathroom? If so, that's fine. All right. And let's head back into our car, and we're going to just zoom ahead until those items come in.
You see, I mean, when it was
Perfect. And we are back at it again, setting up a law firm. So exciting, guys. Let's continue on here. And we know some of these employees are going to have those special demands, so we'll pay attention to them while hiring. Actually, I want one more desk here, one more desk there. And yeah, so we'll pay attention to those when we hire, and Keith is grabbing the wrong items, and purchase them as needed from Mr. Scott's. For now, we shouldn't have to run into too many of those. All right. We're continuing on here. And tomorrow we will be purchasing the rest, the other 25 of everything, to get ourselves to that 50 capacity law firm. And if this isn't going to be open today, I will also turn off the marketing. That way we're not spending $9,000 unnecessarily. How did I wind up ordering 21 desks and not 25? That's weird. Alright, let's go ahead and set these guys. Let's place that water cooler. I guess we'll put that in here. The cabinets will go in the back here. And this will look very similar to our last law firm. If not identical, probably not identical, because I just do not remember what it looked like. I can barely remember the last 5 minutes gameplay, so I'm just useless at that. But that's okay. All right, printer, great. I'm gonna head over to Mr. Scott's and just buy the last 4 desks in here, or 4 desks, I guess. And while I am in here, or in this area, I'm actually going to call I'm going to go into Kingdom Office while I'm at it and add them to our contacts. They're right here. Yeah, let's go talk to one of their people, just in case we ever need to set up an office-based business. And do we have any set up? So we do have, this is kind of a law setup. How much would that be? 603,000. So, all right, we're saving some money. Let's head back over to our car and drop the rest of these off.
He says, you.
And let's go ahead and enter into here. Why? Why aren't you entering the build? I am at the wrong building, guys. Wow. That is embarrassing. All right, continue on. I was wondering why the parking spot was open too. It's like, wow, we got lucky. Nope, we're just at the wrong build. All right, let's place these last 4 desks. And park that there. And place these last 4 Peters and chairs. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hire the rest of these guys. And assign. You guys are going to brew beans. And you guys are going to play law. Stupid beans first. Where you guys will be not needed. All right. Not brewed beans for the cleaners. We actually wanted you in industry gifts. then we will really not need this many. Let's go ahead and turn this off and switch you over to lawyer. Get you started again, actually. Bump that up. And all right, onto the schedule again. Let's go ahead and add the rest of these guys onto today. Good stuff. All right, and Julie Williams will need a monitor. Jerry doesn't want those shifts. Let's see, where is that monitor? Do we see it anywhere? There we go. Clyde that's got his monitor. Go ahead, just copy that over. And now let's look at HR. And anyone who would like the gold, add it. Perfect. Anyone looking for bronze? Great. Silver. Perfect. And then the rest of you guys go here. Get trained. Lovely. I'm going to run over and grab Julie her monitor. My character is a driving menace, which he is jail for his manslaughter if he was real. Go ahead into Mr. Scott. Sorry, we're sad. Why are we sad? Sorry, that just kind of caught. We slept in the car and we're wet. All right. You know what? While we're here, put that down. Grab this. A true thief. Perfect. Let's go ahead and add these in to the lion cart. Back to play while we go. And let's grab everything else. And we're going to just place that in here. And grab it again. We'll buy the chairs for those tomorrow. This can kind of go in here. And I'm actually going to swap the monitors to that side. That's great. Great. All right, let's go hire these guys. place them on the schedule. Great. And let's make our next call to Mr. Scott's, and we're going to get the rest of what we need for tomorrow. Say law 10 a.m. So we need we'll grab 20 of these, 5 of these, just in case. We'll go 5 of these. Yeah, 5 of those. 5 of those, and then 20 of these. And these are for the table that we just bought. We'll need 20 more death. We'll get 2 of these, 2 of these. Well, 21 more deaths. Let's get 5 of these. And we'll get 5 of these just in case. And that gets us everything we need. 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be done with the law firm setting up, other than hiring. Interesting. I've never seen that happen before, so I guess I'll scale that back. And same here, I'll just scale it back. Burgers and fries LM. So let's look at logistics. And you need more hot dogs. All right. Interesting. And this is looking great. Let's go ahead and head home.
What?
Let's head back home. And we're going to skip ahead to Friday. We will have enough to launch the law firm in fullness. And then we'll be able to begin working on setting up the rest of industry gifts and setting up our development or programmer office. Important.
What's it?
I will say having a car is lovely. Everything is so much faster getting from point A to point B. All right, let's go ahead and play a little bit of games before we head to bed. Look at logistics. So we're running out of hot dogs at Midtown, chicken kebab skewers at Lower Manhattan. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and look at that. And you have 800. We'll bump this up to 1,000. Midtown, you're running out of hot dogs. We'll bump this up to 1,000. We're running out of donuts at Brewed Beans. So let's bump this up to 300. And Industry City as well, but we're going to have to do manual working there until tomorrow. Let's go ahead and turn off marketing. I'm pretty sure we'll still be billed for it just because how late in the day it is, but that's fine. Am I forgetting anything? Nope. All right. And we made $232,000 yesterday. That's phenomenal. Christian Bahu did the installation. So let's go ahead and get the schedule here. Get garment gifts schedule, which is 8 to 10. So do 8 to 10 as well. Perfect. Cleaner. Only have one full-time cleaner, so we'll have to grab another at some point. And let's copy this over to the rest of the week. No afternoon shifts, no weekends. Does this count as an afternoon shift? It does. All right. Sorry, but you're gone. Let's look at you. You're fine. And weekends now. Do the same hours. Although I think, actually, Garment Gifts is open longer on weekends. No, it is not. All right. So weekends, part-time, we just have them working the full 15. That's fine with me. Actually, sorry. Peaceful work environment. Seems like something you could provide. Great. Now, we'll have to run over and stock this. And instead of getting another, well, never mind. Actually, yeah. Instead of getting another full-timer, we're going to just put a couple part-timers on in their place. So I'd have 5 days a week, people, but this will work. Then we'll do 2 for you. Awesome. And I don't usually like doing that, but it just works in this case, and that's perfectly fine. Great. Let's go ahead and fire the rest of you guys. Let's head over to our warehouse.
You please so you
Could have just taken the taxi and make more sounds. Ow. All right. Oh, God. And I'm going to just park this car here for now. And let's make a repeat order of yesterday's sales. Take 2 paper bags. And we're looking relatively low on items. You are out of donuts, and that's it. So we'll actually make a stop at our garment or our industry gift store first. Then we'll worry about the donuts later. Let's grab 2 flour cheese. That's all flower swap. 2 flower expensive. Great. Wow. All right. Maybe I'm over purchasing flowers. 2 gift. Oh, yeah, no. 2 gift cheap. All right. That's fine for now. We'll come back and we'll grab the umbrellas. Or we'll probably buy umbrellas, flowers, and donuts at the warehouse in Industry City. Let's drop these off here. The frig. Let's look at pricings. So once we're outside. 31, even 22.25, 29.75, 49.75. Wonderful. And Industry Gifts is open and ready to go. Let's now take a taxi over to the warehouse. And we'll buy umbrellas. We aren't even selling expensive gifts. So why are we getting that warning every day? Well, I know why we're getting that warning, but why am I bothering myself with that warning is the real question. All right, so we'll have 2 of these and some donuts. Right here too. And hopefully we can find a taxi that'll get us to our stores quickly. Looking here first. There we go. Thank you. Let's go ahead to our gift thought. Hey, what's your mind? Why is that not what you need? What do you need to get that? Today. Okay, that's really those. I imagine to do that. Take us back. Shows we actually set the price for the umbrellas. Yes. Awesome. Let's go ahead and drop off our donuts. And I know the coffee shop won't make all that much money. The other one is making, what, 600 a day? Right? Root beans. Yeah. 535, made 536. You know, that's $1,000 a day still. So, yeah, it's not great. It's not the best, but it's still enough to make it worth it. What is up with the clicking? That's so odd. Usually you're able to just like drop an item off in there. All right, while we have the taxi in front of us, let's head over to our law firm. It feels so funny dealing with this yet again. Go in and let's set up the rest of this. I'm going to start with the bathroom stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Modular sink, line two. Because I'm assuming this is why it's not open. I assume that, but I'm not sure. But it seems like the only reason why it's not open yet. There we go. All right, we're in business. And this is as exciting as it gets. We're back. Play Law is returning to us. And in one of my most recent playthroughs, the law firm is what made the most amount of money. So I was surprised when this one was failing. So hopefully it'll return to that. We'll be making quite a bit of money out of this. I'm not sure if that'll be the case, but one could hope. All right. Yeah, let's move this out of the way again. All right, perfect. Do one more row. And then the two up front, kind of like last time. I feel like that kind of creates like you're walking in and you're being greeted kind of thing. There you go. I keep losing the chairs. I'm gonna put the stump mesh here, mesh here. Usually the desks don't require, like these desks don't require something fancy. So let's go ahead and put that there. And put the other one on that wall, so I'll have to move those. Brilliant. The right. I guess that could do this. Here we go. Awesome. That could be kind of in the middle of them. We'll see. Paying station can go in here. Great. This one isn't needed. Wonderful. And just add one extra. Right. Great. Let's go ahead and here. I almost thought I had overshot my computer ordering, but luckily I did not. Let's go ahead and move to that. Place the stub mesh here. Along with one more. Oh, we'll go move this one. Place it there. It's great. And we forgot to install the other two hand dryers. Or the other hand dryer. Or the hand dryers overall, I should say. And the water fountain. And all right, let's hire these guys. We are going to stop recruiting for part-timers because we don't want to run into what we ran into the last time with part-timers where we overhired and lost a lot of money. And let's put those guys on the schedule. We honestly might be running into people who aren't too picky. I said that a little too early. But not bad. Yeah, what do you need? You wanted a computer monitor. You'll get one. Let's see. You want to know morning shifts? Jerry, you'll probably get fired at some point. Leroy? Up. There you go. Julie. Right here. Pretty. And that's awesome. We have just a few more that we'll have to get at some point. I think. Yeah. We need to open one more hour. Sorry. Oh no. We're doing 8 to 5, I guess. And it kind of makes no sense for the law firm employees to not want to work mornings. I get why it is that way because you can choose to work open however long you want to open, but it kind of seems like Clyde would like a monitor. Make that happen at some point. And, yeah, it kind of seems, the only hours to have a law firm open are morning hours. So it's kind of lame not to have them. But that's neither here nor there. We will keep 3 lawyers on the weekend. And we'll see from there. We'll go on. Maybe we'll hire more. Maybe we won't need to. We'll see. So let's go ahead and add on a monitor. That's why we got them for a reason. Then I don't know. Honestly, we'll place all of these, and even if people didn't want them, that's okay. So that and that. There we go. And this is great. We officially have 25 people working. No, we don't. But we officially have the availability for 50 people to work. Let's turn marketing back on. And let's hope that we are going to crush it today in this law firm. I believe we will. Our next step, we're going to head back to Industry City and hopefully we can afford to buy another truck. I can't remember if it's 75,000 or 95,000. Either way, see, 98,000. All right. So we won't be able to do that until tomorrow. So what I am going to do is drop our car off, and our car will be what we use as delivery to our 2 new stores. It should be at our home, but I highly doubt I left it there. So, it's already in the warehouse. So perfect. So what we'll need to do is hire another delivery driver. And we'll be able to add at least 2 more stores to our deliveries. And then tomorrow we'll buy that extra truck. All right. We've got a few more lawyers to add to the schedule. Let's go ahead and do that now. Gonna take Jerry off while we're thinking about it. And Clyde, sorry, let's find you that monitor seat. Great. All right. No weekends, sofa, 5 days a week. And Jerry, sorry, but we're not dealing with your antics of no morning hours. So let's go ahead and copy that over. Great. Sorry. I'm firing you. And let's go ahead and eat, because I forgot to do that yesterday or earlier today. And we're gonna skip over 3 hours. And let's see what we gotta hire. This is great. Let's look at the best available delivery driver. The rest of them can get discarded. Play. Law. Great. Sorry, guys, you're discarded. And Headhunter can stop. And I'm actually going to have them look for a full-time cleaner for the law firm. Add the rest of these guys to the schedule. And hopefully if they're as easy as the rest of them have been. And they really are. We'll have to get a standard fridge. We'll need a stump mesh office chair, which is right here. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and assign our driver to the none of it. Let's go to logistics, which we now have 12 locations. Let's add our 2 new locations, which are Beings IC, Industry Gifts. Let's adjust this, so 200, 200. That should be fine. Same here. We'll go. And we're out of umbrellas at the warehouse. All right. Did we not buy umbrellas? Let's get our purchasing agents. Umbrellas, 8,000. They're on a shortage. Okay. So we'll probably wind up buying them. Oh, we never got in these items. Yes. Yes. That makes sense. All right, let's go one more round of game. Burgers and Fries LM is crushing it, which is exactly what we expected and what we wanted. So Actually, we want to go to logistics, and let's go to Burgers and Fries LM. And we're out of French fries and hot dog. Not 4,000, 14,000. And hopefully that'll catch up. Let's hire these guys. And place them on the schedule. Which we really only need one cleaner. And we're not going to have cleaning on the weekends because hardly anyone's going to be there. Great. Did I just copy the wrong schedule? No. Let us go ahead and fire this one. And the headhunter can stop looking. We are going to go to sleep. We're going to head over to the store to get that other truck tomorrow. 308,000. That's amazing. Chicken kebab skewer hot dog. Are we out of this stuff in the warehouse? Is the real question. So let's look at that. We are low. Yes, we are low. All right. We're burning through items. Let's take care of all of this. Wow. And let's wait for this to open. Perfect. So let's grab a flatbed. And we're going to do the typical order. So 1, 2, 2. We'll want to salad. Hot dogs, chicken kebabs, burgers. We'll do that. So hot dogs, chicken kebabs, burgers. And we're going to run this over to Midtown. Are we running low on paper bags as well? We'll find out. That's Murray Hill. Sorry, guys. That's really what we want.
Yes.
All right, let's make the same order and drop those off at Lower Manhattan, along with some paper bags. How close is Lower Manhattan to its own warehouse or wholesale store? It's not worth it. All right, we'll go 2, 2, 2. And so 2 paper bags, 2 hot dogs, 2 chicken kebab skewers, 2 burgers, not ice cream, but burgers. And that is $10,703. And I'm not going to, that's Murray Hill again. I'm not going to, oh, I was looking at the wrong area. I was really close. Sorry. I'm not going to adjust our purchasing order because of how close we are to it being Sunday and that order being made. I think we should be fine. And I think if we place a larger order, we won't be able to get it fulfilled completely anyway. So it kind of would be purposeless, useless. So I'm not going to do that quite yet. I am going to, let's go ahead and head over. Actually, let's look at our purchasing agent. So that is 368. So that's all of today's income. And another 146. I'm going to wait until Monday to buy that car. So I think we're going to head home. I think this is a perfect time to call this an episode. We opened our law firm back up. We opened another coffee shop and a gift store. We're going to continue expanding our empire. I do still plan to continue expanding into more coffee shops, and gift stores seem to be fine. We'll pick it back up on Monday, I think, when we have enough money to buy that truck and stop worrying about things, and our order will be delivered. But yeah, I think this is perfect time to call it. If you guys like this episode, please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate it. Comment anything you would like to see, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.